When the ghost fire type Chandelure mega evolves, it goes from a chandelier to a fancy two-tiered chandelier. Yeah. Get you one day, green pigs! You're still here. You want me to explain more? I mean... Okay, well here's a fun personal story. When my friends and I were house shopping, because we could only afford a decent house if we all banded together, there was one house we toured that literally had a chandelier in every single room besides the bathrooms. But the master bath still had one, as did the hallways and the staircase. Like, we had to duck under some of them because, like, they were these big fancy chandeliers in, 8-foot high ceilings. So they would dangle. You had like 5.5 feet of clearance under them. Like, why? Who wants this? Do you think it's making your house look nicer so it'll sell for a higher price? No, egad no. It's just gaudy and ugly. None of the chandeliers throughout the house matched any of the other ones either, by the way. Anyway, this is what my one chandelier looks like now. It's prettier with the fake plants. And this is what Chandelure looks like. It's prettier with the fake plants. And this is what Elestral's Awakened looks like, and this is pre-alpha footage, egad, I'm excited. They're not sponsoring this video, but I really want to spread the word about them because you only have until November 7th to back them on Kickstarter, help them reach their stretch goals, and get bonuses yourself. So do us all a favor and check it out with the link below. And now back to Chandelure. Ultimately, it's your classic Renaissance-era chandelier, hence the flames. It's using candles instead of light bulbs. And I've always liked how the flame on top is longer, acting almost like the chain that chandeliers hang on. And mega evolving it makes that flame chain longer, and it makes the rest of it fancy. For quite a chunk of history, fancy chandeliers were one of those symbols of great wealth, hence them being common in mansions and manors and castles. At first, only royals could really afford them, which brings to mind this game's setting, Lumio City, based on Paris, France. You know the famous Palace of Versailles, right? Home of the French royals whose lives ended when the woke mob said no more kings and actually did something about it? The French know how to revolution. Well, the most famous room in the palace is the Hall of Mirrors, within which more than 1,000 candles are suspended in the air atop 17 large chandeliers and 26 smaller ones. The French know how to chandelier. They are made of solid silver, but also have a plethora of these dangly crystal bits, which we see on Mega Chandelure. It's got this big crystal-shaped dangly bit on it now. And while Mega Chandelures is missing the crystals, the new hat it's wearing is akin to the upper frame on those very chandeliers. It being shaped like the frame of a crown is entirely intentional, as there are many chandeliers that do that. The fanciest chandeliers were intended for royals after all, but what's with Mega Chandelure's eye? Singular. It looks like it's gone out. Well, according to the Pokédex, one of its eyes is a window linking our world with the afterlife. This Pokémon draws on hatred and converts it into power. Its head is a glass dome, so window is literal here. Mirrors, like those in Versailles' Hall of Mirrors, are common portals to other worlds in fiction, including into spirit worlds. They are windows looking into a parallel world. Sometimes windows are seen as portals to the ghost zone too, or at the very least, barriers that ghosts can see through but not get through. As for its one out eye, you could almost think of that as it being blind. Characters with one or both eyes being blind that are unable to see but are able to see supernatural things is a bit of an archetype, sometimes called the blind seer archetype. It goes all the way back to Odin from Norse mythology even. And Kalos, remember, has quite a few little Norse mythology elements, but Odin gave up one of his eyes to gain supernatural knowledge. Sometimes for characters like this, it's the ability to see the past and future, or it's to see other planes of existence, or to see ghosts. And sometimes this trope is attached to a chandelier. My favorite, most direct example is from the Sacred Throne trilogy, where wizards have magic because they have portals in their left eye. Where do those portals go? To hell. It's where magic is. In the afterlife. It's of course also worth bringing up that quite frequently the undead are depicted with one or both eyes blinded like this. So again, fitting that Mega Chandelure has one alive eye and one dead one. But Chandelure's whole line being light fixtures, I also can't help but think about the whole light at the end of the tunnel phenomenon. Don't go into the light when you're dying thing. It's commonly said that when you're in the process of dying, you see a distant light in the darkness of your eyes. Some say it's an angel or Valkyrie or other friendly spirit coming to guide your soul to the pearly gates. Some worry that it's the light emanating from hellfire, or that of an unfriendly ghost coming to consume your freshly peeled soul. And others know that that's just what happens when your brain experiences oxygen deprivation as your lungs are shutting down. Is that better or worse than the light at the end of the tunnel just being a train? Well, we're diving into all these mega designs and more, so subscribe. Thanks for your support. Never stop using your noggin. And I was supposed to leave after I said that, so I'm gonna do that now.